Hello everybody, this is my guide that I've been working on. I am gonna be starting a series of many guides for many characters that I can play. I thought it would be a good idea to start with Heihachi Mishima. It's one of the characters that I've been playing for about a year now. Well, yes, for a year, I guess. This is, I would say there are many better players that play with him, but I just still wanted to share my, whatever I have been doing, what I have learned over the time course of playing this character. I think it's better if I share what I can, what this character is capable of, and what's his strength. And just like many characters, they are. They have their own strength. Are they versatile? Are they really good against the wall? Or are they... Like, there are many tools you can utilize with each character. And there's a certain character that really outshines others. As for Heihachi, he's one of the characters that are rush down characters, I would say, and more into pressure and with punishment. This is a character that you can really, if you master him, you can really outgun the opponent in everything. In the end, it's still a mind game, but he has really good poking tools, like his jab got a really increased range. This is a really good thing, and it's something he needed. And I'm glad they worked on his jab and down for one. Now this has huge range now. I'll start with his poking. His poking tool. I mean, he has 10 frame punishers. This is the most damaging one, but it's even on hit it's -2, so it's not really advised to go with. This, however, is a really great tool. It is heavily beneficial. Mishimas have this move. Mishimas really can really fuck up the opponent here. They can do 1-1-2 and they have a 50-50, right? And for Heihachi, his pure weakness, like he has great mids for in neutral playstyle and like pressure playstyle, and you name it, he has it for mids and highs. But for lows, his go-to low is this, and from crouch this, which is a stagger low on block. Same for his hell sweep. It's a good tool, but it's not the best you would want. So people who let's just say if I get this thing. This is a hit confirmable, I would say. I mean, hit confirmable with the first two highs. If this connects, you can input the 2, and if it's not, you don't have to input the 2. I mean, you'll get good at it, and you'll do better in matches if you spar with your buddies all the time. 1-1-2 is a great tool you should use all the time. Down for one. Down for one, this is a great tool, okay? I'll explain more when we get into more poking and strings that you can use with them, and then I'll explain how to use them in neutral or wall, for wall pressure, or I'll get it on it right now. So 1-1-2, right? You can get a guaranteed, I mean not a guaranteed, but you can get a good mix-up. For more pressure, obviously. Candy on hit, really good. Down for 1, good range, 13 frame punisher. This is good, really good. It has 2 extensions. This is a high, but if your opponent knows it, which most of the time he wouldn't, because most players just go for down for 1, down for 1, down for 1 into jab, because that's better in my opinion, because you get +1 instead of C +1 on block, and here you can see -2, but this is still sometimes good to go for. I'm not saying this is a bad option. So the second one is down for 1-2. This is a good move. If you get a guaranteed 4-4, you get a. I mean, if you get a 4-4 on a crouching opponent, you get a 13 frames, which guarantees down for 1-2. This is really good for people who are going to be ducking against Heihachi. I'll explain how you can use down 4-4 as well. Down for 1 should only be used as a mid check most of the times. Like if you wanna know if your opponent ducks a lot or not. This is also a good move for lows, right? And then this is a good move for people who can't react to it. You should do it sometime. Like use it, but don't use it so much that your opponent will adapt to this, and he will start like reacting to this. But especially in like 3 bars or 4 bars, if you're playing online, this will be hard to react to. This is a 23 starter frame, and I think it's launch punishable -18. Guard all. Yeah, -18. So this is punishable. While this is -13, and people, I don't think you can punish that. I think Kazuya's is 14 frames. I'm not too sure, but this is good. This low is really good. Yeah, it has low damage. It is -13 on block, but you don't take much risk. This is chunky as hell, but use this more. Use this more than this. And then use them for 1 at wall as well. Just like keep doing this sometimes to pressure your to get your opponent to press, and when he presses, you're plus again, and you can start pressuring him again. Okay, moving on, we can let's see. Down forward 1-2. Fuck. This move. I can't believe I had to go through all that. But this move is so good. It's actually really good. You can keep doing this, and your opponent will just like he will be really worried on what to do. And if he jabs after this, which is what most people will do, you can duck into this. You can duck into electric if you're good enough. You can do this, and you can also do something else, which is parry. Parry, it has 3 moves from it, but if you get a guaranteed parry, it will have an animation that on your opponent. You'll know, like, as soon as. By the way, the parry can only parry punches, like one time. There's left punch and right punch. Kicks cannot be parried at all. So use it only on people. Like, let's just say you can set up this with pretty good things, like down for 1, down for 1, down for 1, and jab, and they jab back. You can just do this, or from a down for 1, if you keep doing this, or after this, you can do this. This is the only guaranteed launcher you get, by the way. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But you can do this. You can do combo on whatever you have. I actually do this. I sidestep on the other side for a guaranteed launch if we get up. Which is what I'll tell you about later, if I get the time and if I remember correctly. But yes, you get this. You don't get these, you don't get this, they're all too slow. You only get a guaranteed 17 frames thing or something. Okay, moving on with that. Back 1-2 is really good against the wall. it starts from a jab, so you can really just reach out to your opponent and just pull this off. And sometimes what I do is I use it like this, and the next time I use it, because I know my opponent is gonna do something about it. So what he does is, I start to delay it, which turns into a wall bounce mid. So if you're like near the wall, you can like, you have really good mids to pressure enemy. So when you go against the wall, you can delay this into a mid. You can do this Omen into whatever the fuck you have for the wall. I mean, how much farther it is, apparently. That's, common sense. Okay, moving on. This is really good. Like, I mean, this is a really scary string when you have rage. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn that on. I meant to turn rage on. This is a really scary mid when a scary string when you have rage, because you can go into your rage drive. So people often will be just not pressing at all. So you can do this into a low, you can do this into whatever you have. You can do this into another mid, thinking they're gonna crouch, which most of the people wouldn't, because you have weak lows. So use your lows, make them crouch, because you want them to. And then, like mix up your game. And then after one back two, you have I explained about the parry already, but this is you should only use your parry if it's a really good read. Now that was for poking. These strings, I mean, they're really good for poking, I would say. There's nothing more better than this, I would say. If I missed out on something, please let me know. I'll post an upgraded version of it. I'll update it. And then you have forward 3. Now, I have gone over the highs and pokings and everything I've told you about. But now we're gonna go into mids. Now, this mid is so good. This mid is so good. You can use this mid to, let's just say, if you're fishing for a counter hit, you can use this move. It has good range. He legit leaps forward to hit you with a knee. And then, I mean, it also comes from a string. Let's just say, if I get a counter hit, this leaps in for a huge damage. Oh, sorry, I can't do that combo. I've been using this. Sorry. Stole the combo. Okay, well, it's hard what I'm trying to do, but and I failed it. Oh my god. Like that. Now that's good damage. And if there's a floor break, you'll get that. Or if you don't wanna do this follow up, you can run up to them and do forward 2-3, which is also a good string I'm gonna talk about later. And now, this is my favorite move that I'm gonna talk about now. Forward 4. Oh my god, this move is godly. Mix it up with your poking. Not this. Mix it up with your poking like this, right? This move will scare the fuck out of them. Because if they crouch, you know what happens. 54 damage. And if there's a wall nearby, 54 wall splat. So, yeah, because this move wall splats near a wall. This is a really good move. Forward 4, really good. +7 on hit, +13 if they're crouching, and +4 on block. What is not good about this move? Everything's so good. This move is godly. Top 1 move ever. This move, yeah. And then, yeah, down 4. This is good. Sometimes your opponent will not notice this. As I said, use more lows in your early game, then because your opponent won't be able to read you. If you use a lot more lows, a lot more mids, like you mix them up so much, your opponent wouldn't know what you do most of the time. Because if I keep doing Death Punishment, he will bait me. He will do something, like let's just say, he does a full string, and he would duck my electric or something, making me think he whiffed or something. Like, he could bait me out. I'm saying this. So that was just an example of how, let's just say he throws out something safe, and I tried to go and Death Punish that, thinking I got it, but he ducks and punishes me for about 80 damage. So you better change up your gameplay. I think I already said 4-3 is really good. He has a lot of range. 4-4 as well. So this, use it, please. You can hold down for a full crouching state for another for a sweep, which you can follow up with a 4-4, which will lead to a devastating combo, which can do a lot of damage. And yeah, you can do a lot of stuff from crouching state. You can go for a mid if you want, or a full launcher. This is the combo for it. This is for a ball carry. You can choose your ender if you would like. Back 4. This is his homing move. If you catch your opponents sidestepping you a lot more, which they will not be doing, because you have a wave dash to realign yourself with. So back 4, use this move a lot if they are sidestepping you. But most of the times, they're just gonna do sidestep into block, because you have good moves. Even this got a good tracking on the patch notes. On the patch, I mean. So this is a mediocre move. Like on block, it's -9. You lose your turn, but it's safe still. It's a good move. And what else is there? I've explained down 4. Down back 2. Down back 2. Obviously, I should have talked about it. Down back 2 is the same for down 1. You can hold down to your crouching state, but as you saw, if you blocked it, I would be heavily minus and launch punishable. So you gotta be careful with this stuff. So if he does this, I can follow up with a mid. I can either do this, or follow up with a mid or a high, or whatever you would feel like doing. Or just low parry him if you have a good read. Okay, down back 2 is the same as down 4, but more chunky and slower. Okay. This was also just about poking, I would say. And there's one more move that I want to talk about, which is my favorite. I do this all the time because I'm a kind of a guy who wave dashes a lot and always has movement. So I use this move as my poking. This is a mid. It's -3 on block, yeah, but it's 11 frames. I would say 13, around 13 frames, if you execute it properly sometimes. So for something that fast, being a mid, +8 right next to you is a godly fucking move for a poking tool. It's a mid. You get +8, you can poke. This is a really good poke. Out of a wave dash, my guy, this is good. This is really good. Now, this is even a good tool in neutral because you recover so fast. Like, let's just say if I want to fish for safe, this is what I meant. Like, they could just throw out a really fast recovery tool move, and they could punish you. This is also a good move I forgot to talk about. This is a good move for Oki, you see, I was doing this already. I was doing this. I'm sorry, please. But yeah, I was already doing this. You can follow up with a combo, do whatever you want, just from that. You can follow up with this from, you know, on the ground. There's also one more thing, which is that this move, I forgot which move, let's go. I'll just do this. Hold on, I got it. It's a good Oki tool, okay? Trust me. If you want to use Oki tools, this is something you want. This is also good at times. Let's say if I want the maximum damage to mix up from mid or low, I can do that. But just remember, if they don't get up, you're gonna miss all of this. Your low will hit them if they're laying on the ground, but you're not gonna get any you know, mix-ups from it. I mean, you could still crouch, but this would be only viable against the wall. Same with this move. I mean, like 4 and down back 2. Only use it against the wall so you can actually do your mix-up. Okay. Now, forward 2-3. Oh my god, my favorite move. So, you know how I said you can, like these strings, you can really delay them. Like, I could just do jab, 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 and when they finally press, I can just do this and do whatever I want. So, this move is really good. People use it at the end of their combos. Like, let's just say, oh, my game lag, I'm sorry. Like this. Like this, for wall carry. It's a good move. In just neutral though, the final hit is this, which I said is a really good move. So the first hit is good. It is only -9. Oh damn, -9. You lose your turn. So you should always finish the string. You could delay it. You could delay it for, you know, if somebody presses. Let's say if somebody presses here. Trying to interrupt me or something, or they just think, let's just say, I keep doing this, sorry, I keep doing this, right? I keep doing this, then I suddenly delay it, and then do the second hit, the second move from the string. I get a counter hit, just like this. Look. Just like that, 18 frames, 26 damage, and 26 damage. It's the same move, plus 63. And yeah, you could get like an 80 damage combo around that. If with ball, it could be more. Good move, really good move. Alright, now there might be more moves to talk about, but those were the moves that I would say are super important. So, I'm gonna move on to another section, which is Wave Dash. Now, oh yeah, this move is pretty good. This move is pretty good. You could use it in neutral. This is really good. +3, huge range, and people sometimes don't even know how to deal with this when you keep spamming it. Because this first time I dealt with it, I just didn't know. But you can just jab to interrupt them in the air because they're airborne. So do that, and yeah, it builds up good pressure. Like, let's just say I can start pressing now. I have set it to guard all, or I would be like, you know, getting free lows. Okay, and you already know you can cancel your wave dash into whatever you want. Hold on. Like that. You see the input? I have not learned this yet, and I should. You could do this out of a wave dash. You can do this out of your wave dash for a mid launcher. You could do this for a mid poke out of your wave dash, which you can already do. You just have to release your wave dashing thing and you can just do this. It's a really good tool. You should really use this. And then you could do Hell Sweep, and if counter hit, you can lead up with a combo. I'll do the combo just to show what you can do. And if you have Rage, I'll do the Rage combo as well if I can. Okay, oh, this is gonna be tough, dude. Yeah, you can do a lot of damage, and it's infinite stage. Yeah, Heihachi's really strong. Electric, really good. Good Viv punishment tool. Only 14 frames. 14 frames, I think. It's actually 14. It just says 12. 14 frames, but it's really hard to do. Perfect frame. I am missing a lot of electrics. I don't know why. I really haven't trained today. Like, so what else? I have already explained about the F434. Don't use this move. It's bad. Don't use. I mean, you can use this, but it's slow. Use this though sometimes. See what I mean? And if against the wall, you get a lot of options to do whatever the fuck you want. Oh yeah, one more thing about the Hell Sweep is that the first hit is only punishable for -23, like it's only launch punishable. But the rest of the hits are -10, so you could bait your opponent to do an unsafe move, which is a launch punishable move. Let's just say I do this, right? I do this. Sorry. Okay, I don't know why he's not blocking. Okay, -14. It's -14, and you could do a perfect electric if possible. And let me just tell you, it depends on other characters. They might have more minus moves. Okay. This is a good move, but I just want to say it has a really awkward combo. This is the only combo that I use for up for 3-4. It has okay ball carry, I would say. No, it's alright. Okay, one more move, and that is bar running free. Please use this move. This is so good. +9, and yeah, you have to sometimes like do it really fast. You can use this on the wall to pressure more. Yeah, I'm saying wall pressure, but I'm saying that because Heihachi excels in wall pressure for your opponent to press. Yeah, and then hold on. 4-4-2. 4-4-2 is -16. Just remember, people have a hard time punishing this because of the huge pushback. Huge pushback. You see that shit? This is good. You want this. This is a really good move. Oki tool, it leads to really good Okizeme, a full damaging combo and hit, -60 on block, even harder. I mean, it's really hard to punish this actually. Mishimas would be able to do it though, I think, with an electric. It can be used out of the wave dash too. Like, let's just say, I do this. It's a good mid option. It's unsafe, but it is good. Against the wall, it's just fucking impossible to punish. Okay, it has good homing options too. Let's just say, I think they patched it now. I'm not too sure, but we'll try it anyway. Sorry. That's his weak side. Okay. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? He is sidestepping. Side walking, sorry, to his weak fucking side. But he still gets, okay, now it whiffed. Yeah, and even on minus, even on hit, he doesn't. Sometimes he was on my back, and I hit it. it's a good move. Please use this move a lot because it's a really good move. It covers so much ground. Come on, look at this. You could do deep dash. You could do a deep dash into 442. Or just instant. And it's still like 3 range or something. It's really good. You can make it like 5, but like a huge... Okay, hold on. Let me try that. Yeah, it's almost there. You could do it. It's an extremely good move. Please use it a lot. Back 2. Come on. It's -2. Just like back 2 1 back 1 2. Back 1 2. Okay, hold on, let me just make it like that. Back 1 2. You can see this. It's -2. Okay? Good move. It's a wall bounce, gives you about 70 to 80 damage. And you can mix it with this. You can see how much I'm delaying it. You can also access it from Rage Drive. Like, come on. You can do the Rage Drive from this. Oops. And you can do the Rage Drive from this. Good move. Really good. And just remember, you could duck the last hit of the Rage Drive. Not many people know this, but it's a high. The headbutt is a high. Up 4. This is a really good fucking move. Really good. -5. And there's a tech like this. You see that? You can change your sides for from forward 3. Use this move. It's really good. Yeah, but this is what I meant by this move. There's so much you can do with this. There's a tech where you can do a lot more damage from forward 3 into 0.4, which I cannot do yet. Or I'm just not. I'm doing it, but I'm really close to it, I feel. So there's also a tech that you can change sides on, because if you're not strong enough on player 2, you can play on player 1. If you're not strong enough on player 1, you can play on player 2. It's good. Very useful tech. And then I already said I was showing you this before, but you have a 4-2 cancel. I'm doing it on the right side because that's his weak side. And you can do any move from this. Like, you could do electric. And it's a huge advantage of having this. It just like looks scary from the distance. Like, your opponent wouldn't know what you're doing. He would see it as you attacking, but you wouldn't know that. He wouldn't know that. So, and also, this is 12 frames, -10. But from this, it's -6, and it's 13 frames. So good, right? It's really good. And one more thing I wanted to say. You can do this with your grab. It's a good tech. Once grounded like this, like face up, you could do down 4 into this grab. Full cycle for 1+3, and you get this. Okay, now those were the good fucking moves that you should really use for Heihachi. And as I said, use this in neutral. Use this in neutral to approach your opponent. Always use this or a jab, or jab 1 2 back 2. This is a good character, an honest character too. To master him and play him, it is insanely hard, and because he has weak lows, it can be really frustrating if your opponent does not duck. You just don't know how to get your opponent to duck if he blocks your lows and punishes you, so it could be a problem. But now, I'm going to show you his 4 tools that I want to talk about. But they should be explained on a stage with walls, because I want to tell you what you can do with a Rage Drive. Let's go on a stage with a balcony break. Now, let's just say Heihachi's Rage Drive is very good, very useful, leads to amazing damage for even from like 2 hits, like let's just say electric and electric, and you could do his rage drive into Omen or down 4, and you would get about 90 damage or 80 damage. It's a good tool. You should always use it. And I mean, when you have rage, use it wisely. Let this load, and I can tell you how you can use this move and what you can get out of this move and when to use it. Or yeah. Okay. Let's go to a balcony break because that's what I want to show you first, and make it to standard approach. Okay, that failed terribly. Yes, you can wall break them. I mean balcony break. I should have 4-2-3 there, but you get the point. He can. This is really useful in many situations, and let's just say I could do this as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me make it this. Default. Yeah, 80 damage from what? Just 2 electrics. Why can I not do electrics, man? Yeah, 83 damage. And I could make that what? 87 with an Omen at the end? Let's do that. Dude, don't lie. I'm recording a video here. Alright, 87, I told you. This is good, right? You could use it if you know. I mean, like if you see him whiff punish, don't use it from a jab because the second hit is not a neutral hit. Remember that? So always use this if you really know you really whiff punish them, and you can. Or else just use an electric and use your rage drive. So let's just say like this. Yep. Don't ever use an Omen if you do it against the wall. Like let's say I do this here, right? Oh, fuck. Now it hit because it wasn't against the wall. So let me do it. See what I mean? It will whiff if you do it against the wall. I mean, it will not whiff sometimes. It's just inconsistent. Your rage drive, you can also do a lot of good damage here. It has a really low hitbox. Really low hitbox. So you can do a lot of good things from it. Oh, sorry. And a lot of range. Did I mention that? He has a lot of range. There are some combos that you can do. I'll probably make a combo video with him, like max damage for every single combo, from every single combo. I'll be doing that soon for all the characters that I can play with. I'm thinking I do that for Lydia later on, or someone. Just let me know in the comments. This was it. I mean, yeah, I forgot to tell you about it. So, Omen. This is a really stylish and swaggish move. I love this move, but sadly it is not safe. But do this. What I do is, since many people at the start of the round jab. Yeah, some people backdash like me, or well, sometimes Omen, but the people I know usually jab. And at the start of the animation for the Omen, he like does a heavy duck before the Omen. So it's gonna whiff. It's gonna whiff, and you're gonna do a counter hit, which leads to 46 damage per hit from 38, right? From 38 to 46. And from 46, let me just do this. If I can land it. Oh my god. I'm not doing this. I swear to god, I do this every time. So easily. I mean, there we go. And I fucked it. But you can easily do like 130 damage in an infinite stage. So imagine that with a balcony break, a full-on combo with a balcony break or a wall break into another Omen. It would probably lead to a lot of fucking damage. Yeah, that's it for my guide. If I have missed something or have I not explained anything good, please pardon me. This is my first guide ever I'm doing. I'm not the best at explaining, and I will change. I will, obviously, I'm full on taking criticism on what I am doing wrong. Please let me know. I want to know what I can do better for the community. I want people to get better at this game. This is a really gem game that I've been playing for many years. I thrive to help this community. I'll be making more videos. I'll be posting them on places that I can find on Discord servers. So if you can do that, please pick your part and subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment because that will help me grow. The algorithm will help me out, and please share this with your friends or anybody that needs a Heihachi guide. He's just starting to play. Send him this, and I'll be making more guides for Heihachi because come on, there's not the only thing. I have only explained. I don't want this video to be too long because it's already going to be like about 30 minutes. So thank you. Peace. I'll see you later.